So and you can elaborate as much or as little as you wish, but the idea is, and speaking from a bloke's perspective, that often blokes, but women will be the same, is that you have what you class as a bullshit meter, where when you see people talk about stuff almost as a badge of honor, but often to break through to the people that need it the most.
Yeah.
Often, it's the shared experience to feel, actually I feel like that now. Would you be happy to almost share what was your almost say lowest point, but then almost how you kind of found, I don't want to say acceptance, but whatever your word or phrase is for what works for you to kind of get to where you are today and where you want to be?
Yeah. I think one of our lowest points was so our son was diagnosed with autism when he was 7. But for up until 7, we'd been telling people that we thought there was something, but it had always been blamed on me.
Okay.
They'd always said, well, your son's acting the way that he is because you're disabled, or because you've got carers in, or because he spends a lot of time with your parents. So there was always an excuse,
Mm-hmm.
but the excuse was always me because of my disability. And it takes so long to get used to having your life change completely anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But then to be sat there, and these are trained
Yeah,
professionals
yeah,
who are sat there telling you that the reason your son is the way he is because of
yeah.
you
Mm-hmm.
and what you've done.
Mm-hmm.
And we believe them because
Why not? Yeah.
they're trained professionals. Why would they lie to us? Why would they not? And so the the lowest point for me personally was sitting there on a night thinking, I can see my kid is in absolute
Mm-hmm.
turmoil, and it's something I've done. It's because I was a mum and picked him up when he was crying, and now I've ruined his life and
Yeah,
I've
it's not
ruined
fair.
my life, and it's it's heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
um so it took, and you become exhausted because you fight. I was fighting for my health, and you're fighting a system, a very broken system, as we've learned along this journey. um and it's exhausting. So you get to the point where you are absolutely mentally, physically, emotionally
Yeah.
drained. And you just, you don't know where to turn, you don't know how to make it better. um so that was really, really difficult. But we ended up with a fantastic doctor, who a psychiatrist, who looked after Tom
Mm-hmm.
when he was at his worst.
Mm-hmm.
um And although up until that point I'd never been to counselling, Tom went through it
Mm-hmm.
because of his difficulties.
Tom being your son, sorry.
Son, yeah, my son. Um, so actually, while he was getting his therapy, I was like, well, I'm mum,
Yeah.
I'm listening in. So I picked up a lot of what he was being taught and used a lot of them just to try and get myself out and my thinking
Mm-hmm.
straight. And um so it's talking therapy has been fantastic.
Okay.
And my husband is an absolute rock. He's been with us by from day one. He's never missed a hospital appointment, he's never missed an operation I've had, and he knows me and Tom inside out, and he's
Yeah.
just been an absolute rock. So I've got fantastic support from him.